The 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, everybody. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Great to have you with us on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Philadelphia.
The week is starting. We are new. Hey, Kevin. Thanks, David. Right on the money. Philly's passion for sports is something that makes them so unique.
And really, few teams in NBA history have undertaken the sort of extreme makeover the Sixers did over the last 4 years. And a lot of losing along the way, but the fans have been surprisingly supportive of the rebuilding process.
Now, here's Oladipo. Left side Rose. 6 to shoot. Baseline jumper. Cauley-Stein grabs the board. And before the rebuild, the Sixers for a long time were stuck in mediocrity. Treading water, Greg, as they might say.
Yeah, and it's hard to make that leap without top draft picks. And the Sixers plumbed the depths, if you will. Now, though, I think they found their treasure trove.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. They've got Cauley-Stein. Antetokounmpo is out there with Turner. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon, and it's Murray in at the 2 guard. Now here's Murray. Following the miss by Derrick Rose. Turner with the screen. Brogdon kicks to Turner. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Now here's Brogdon. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Brogdon's got 6.
Oh, a good open look, and he sprays it home from 3. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
The screen from Thompson. Here's Tatum, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein.
Yeah, nice job by Tatum inside. Very assertive. He's fantastic at putting the pressure on the D and consistently getting to the line.
Watching Jason Tatum, it's hard to find many faults in his game, Greg. He's strong inside and out and plays both ends of the floor equally well.
Yeah, kind of a jack of all trades, right, and master of none. He does everything reasonably well on the basketball floor, just doesn't do anything great. Having said that, though, Tatum is one of those guys that I think improves the overall IQ of your team, and terrific size at his position.
Here's Brogdon. Jason Tatum picking up that last basket. Turner with the screen for Antetokounmpo. Whistle on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Doris, you ended a very successful college career a few years before professional women's basketball was fully established. How much do you wish you could have had a chance to go pro and play in what is now the WNBA?
How about this, Kev? The last 10 minutes of my senior season, the last 10 minutes of my final game, I blow out my knee. Otherwise, I would have gone to either Sweden or Ireland to play professionally. But sure, of course, I wish the WNBA was formed. It came 10 years after my graduation in 1987. Oh, what could have been.
Yeah. And Doris is thriving, right? I mean, there is such a following for the WNBA.
Last year's finals may be the most competitive in history. It's really grown leaps and bounds.
So fun to watch. Here is Rose, following the score by Miles Turner. That doesn't go either for Rose.
Oh, he has just struggled here offensively in the quarter.
Here's Turner, and a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in.
But Kevin, Miles Turner has great versatility, so he can score from anywhere, but right there is his bread and butter.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
And guys, they just got so many good looks in that one, and the defense never able to affect their offensive rhythm.
Well, I think the defense from the other team was simply porous. There's no other way to put it. So many openings, and they made them pay for it.
Now here's Rose playing Brooklyn. He was nearly unstoppable. Kicks to Oladipo. Shot clock at 6. For Murray. The 76ers again can't hit it. And And for the Pacers, they come in off a great outing against the Cavaliers.
And, you know, they knew what they wanted to do going in, and, boy, were they efficient and effective.
Absolutely. They were humming all game long. Every shot seemed to come so naturally to them tonight.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo, and he makes good on the layup. Antetokounmpo's got 5 now.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
There's the pick. Oladipo for 3, gets the three-pointer to fall.
Well, how efficient is Victor Oladipo operating off the screen? Just understands how to rub that defender off.
And so it's Indiana. Well, we know what Derrick Rose has been, the injuries.
I got a clear mind when I play. I can't think.
Well, and Rose says no pressure, but I have to feel like there's at least a little bit, guys, of pressure to get back to where he was.
Yeah, I mean, league MVP in 11, once considered a cornerstone for the NBA's youth movement. What we find out now after dealing with the adversity is, does he have the heart and drive?
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. And let's quickly break down the game, guys, we have seen from Indiana. What do you think?
And through that first period, for me, their work on the glass has been the difference.
Well, they are pounding away on the backboards. Every time that ball goes up, they are ready to go after it.
On the court for the Pacers as our second quarter gets underway. Antetokounmpo out there with Turner. Then there's Murray, and it's Brogdon in at the point. Philadelphia shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night, and that one falls for Tatum. And Indiana opting to trade Paul George this summer. Doris, never easy to let a superstar go.
No, it isn't, Kevin, but with Paul George looking to contend for a title and increasingly voicing his dissatisfaction, it was probably the right choice because you don't want to lose him next summer and get nothing in return.
Now, here's Brogdon. He has 6. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Brogdon the pass to Murray. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Brogdon's got 3 assists tonight.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Rose against Brogdon. A wide open look here for Oladipo. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Well, that's just the catch and shoot game of Victor Oladipo. So fast on the trigger on the catch.
Brogdon kicks to Antetokounmpo. Back to Brogdon. A 3-ball. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And that was a real quick comeback there. Both sides showing some range.
Well, both teams are pulling the trigger right now, showing great confidence from behind that arc.
Now here's Rose. Looking for his first basket still in this one. And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here.
I tell you, that's good defense, but Rose with the better shot-making ability, living it up on the interior.
And Derrick Rose, a free agent this last offseason, didn't get the contract that he might have been hoping for, but most teams' doors shied away from giving sizable contracts to a player with his type of injury history.
Well, for Derrick Rose, I think a number of teams have an interest in him, just not at the same price he once commanded. Still beloved in terms of the fans because he's top 15 in jersey sales.
And the shot is good.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
Right, really a disappointing effort on the defensive end, not offering any challenge at all at the cup.
Timeout called the 76ers. And for the Sixers, a lot of missed rookie seasons over the years. First Nerlens Noel, then Joel Embiid, now Ben Simmons.
Yeah, but in many cases, I think they drafted them knowing they might be out of commission for a while. Still, I think the Philly fans probably hope not to hear the phrase foot fracture for a long time. Hopefully, they can keep everybody healthy and get this thing moving forward.
In the corner, Tatum with it. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got 3 assists now in this one. Rose against Brogdon. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Tatum pulls it down.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Oladipo for 3. It's rebounded by Indiana. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Brogdon with it. Now defended by Oladipo. Brogdon against Oladipo. Murray with it. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. And again, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo's got 11 points.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
I'll tell you, you got to admire the energy. This guy really wants to put this one away.
Now, here's Oladipo. 6 points for him over Murray. Another miss by Oladipo.
Boy, I'll tell you, he has plenty of space, but it looked like a little bit of a hitch in that release.
Brogdon the pass to Antetokounmpo. Lays it up and banks it in. Antetokounmpo's got 8 here in the quarter.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Rose kicks to Crowder. Shoots over Turner. The 76ers again can't hit it. Murray sets a screen for Brogdon. Inside. Here's Antetokounmpo. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. 15 points in the game.
And the precise passing of Murray, really moving the ball well around the floor.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Indiana. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Here with Brett Brown. Now, Coach, it seemed like you guys came out a little flat.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime
Hey
Show.
again, y'all. Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He ended up with 15 points, 2 assists, and 1 rebound. And Kenny, what'd you think about what we saw from Indiana?
The freak is in the house.
That's it for halftime. As the second.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. Antetokounmpo in this game has been everywhere.
And I loved in that first half that they were patient, looked for good shots, and knocked them down.
You know, I think, Greg, they never settled for the first look.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. Doors have talked about the evolution of the specialist, the pure 3-and-D guy, for example, who in that category are some of the best in your opinion.
Well, I'm so happy that Klay Thompson has evolved from a guy who believed coming into the NBA that he would strictly be a 3-and-D guy to a much more versatile scorer. But in today's iteration, I would have to say Danny Green won a championship for the San Antonio Spurs, doing nothing but absorbing the biggest threat on the offensive end for the opponent and then being able to make huge threes at timely opportunities. Patrick Beverley, another guy grinding it out, increasingly making shots, and of course, tenacious on-ball defender.
We've got Tatum. Oladipo is out there with Derrick Rose. Then it's Jay Crowder, and it's Thompson in at the 5 down low. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. That one drops for him.
Well, you love Crowder's willingness to distribute the basketball. His vision allows him to set his teammates beautifully.
Brogdon the pass to Antetokounmpo. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Back to Brogdon. Turner with the screen. Brogdon with it. Now guarded by Crowder. Crowder with the steal. And here's Oladipo. He's got 6. Tatum setting the pick for Oladipo. Dishes it to Tatum. Over Murray. Off the left rim and out.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. 6 points for Jamal Murray.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement. And
the 76ers call time here. And the Pacers still looking for their first NBA title, but 3 titles, as we know, for the franchise in their ABA days.
How about in 9 seasons with the ABA, they made the finals 5 times. Now, granted, there were only about 10 teams in the league, but that's still pretty impressive.
Here's Rose. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Thompson, a screen on Brogdon. Here's Rose. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Rose has got 5 points so far.
Well, that's about effort, carving space for the interior look. And one attribute we'll always talk about with Rose is the heart that he plays with.
Outside Turner. To the inside. Crowder with the steal. With the floater. Misses from close range.
That's simply not aggressive enough. Needs to show grit and determination, and didn't on that one.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. 6 to shoot. Over to the wing for 3, Murray. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
The 76ers trail by 16. Rose dishes to Thompson. He kicks to Oladipo. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. He's got 9.
Well, he has shown Victor Oladipo that you must respect his 3 ability. When he's locked in, the defense has to contest.
Brogdon kicks to Turner. Now here's Antetokounmpo, guarded closely. Over Tatum. And there are the Pacers with another bucket.
Now, I think they'll keep going to him more and more as they look to hang on to their lead. Why not with the way this guy is shooting it?
Third quarter of basketball here and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. An even 3-on-3 break. Over Oladipo. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. The 76ers have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Stolen by Brogdon. Now here's Murray. Guarded by Oladipo. Murray, the pass to Brogdon. Back to Murray. Takes a 3. Offline. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Pacers lead by 15. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. The 76ers trail by 15. And a look at the 5 for the Pacers to start the fourth quarter. You've got Brogdon. Turner is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein. And it's Murray in at the shooting guard position. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
The combination of sheer muscle and speed of Victor Oladipo. You can't stop this guy. So excellent at finishing over aggressive defense.
And Oladipo has some parts of his game that needs work, but he is certainly terrific on the big finish.
Yeah, I mean, he's got longer arms than you would think for a player of his size, and the overall physical skill set, there's no doubt about it. You know, you look at his ability to just stay floating in the air for that extra moment when he's in attack mode, and this is a young man that still has his best basketball ahead of him.
From 13, it's tipped.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart. Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Here's Cauley-Stein, laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Cauley-Stein's got 4 points in the quarter.
I love this approach. Despite the lead, still attacking, adding fuel to the fire.
They are absolutely relentless right now, Greg. There's no end in sight. They are going for it.
Timeout called the 76ers. Doris, with defensive rules now allowing teams to play a sort of soft zone, does that make it easier to hide bad defensive players on your team?
Well, it certainly gives you one avenue. I don't think you can play zone in the NBA for any extended periods because the coaching is too good and the skill level of the players would destroy a zone if you gave a steady diet of it. I do believe, however, that hiding a defensive weakness comes down to personnel. How many can you hide on one particular floor? Somebody's going to get exposed somewhere if there's too many.
No doubt. Cauley-Stein with the screen for Turner. To the paint. Layup off the pick. Whistle on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
Boy, ran his man right into the pick and got the open look. Basketball 101.
And that one falls for Cauley-Stein.
And for the Sixers, trust the process was the motto. And the process now finally bearing fruit. You see the young talent. Now it's about figuring out how all these pieces fit together.
Tatum. A picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good.
I tell you, if Tristan Thompson sets a hard pick, you will feel its impact.
Antetokounmpo dishes to Turner. Back to Antetokounmpo. Turner with the screen for Antetokounmpo. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. You were talking about the fit for these young Sixers. A bit of a logjam in recent seasons in their front court.
Yeah, I mean, they were in talent acquisition mode, just going for the best player available. And now as they see things taking shape, it's time to try and balance the roster.
Tatum kicks to Oladipo. Thompson sets the pick for Oladipo. Goes up off the pick. And it's Oladipo with the jam.
You got to love the confidence of Victor Oladipo. All he needs is a sliver of daylight off the screen, and he is ready to make you pay.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Indiana.
You know, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside. And that was working all game long.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even. And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Boy, what a tremendous display of offensive firepower. It mattered not the size, the type of defender they put on him. He made easy work of it.
41 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Oladipo, the pass to Tatum. Thompson, a screen on Antetokounmpo. 6 on the shot clock. Tatum's shot is off. And it's Indiana's ball. Antetokounmpo kicks to Murray. Cauley-Stein with the screen for Murray. It's stolen by Oladipo. Here's Tatum. The rebound by Brogdon. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean,
I get